Rise. Judge Vanderbeek Court is now in session. Judge, this is the case of the Kennedys.
Thank you. You all may be seated. Okay, Mr. Kennedy, you brought this case before the court.
Yes, ma'am.
Get ready for a shocking courtroom battle. Mr. Kennedy is asking for more financial help to support his daughter. Miss Kennedy argues her wealthy CEO husband's income shouldn't be considered. She gets $500 every week, but says it's not much. The case takes a strange turn when a heated argument breaks out about a psychic subscription. Now, it's not just about child support. It's about honesty, wealth, and strange excuses. Who's telling the truth? Who's pretending? Let's break down this intense situation.
So I'm sharing custody with our 12-year-old daughter now, and I'm just wanting a little more help with finances because as she's getting older, expenses are getting a little higher, and sports, dances, going out hanging with girls, and yeah, I just want a little more help on my end. I'm paying insurance already. And
okay. How much are you paying in insurance?
$130.
All right. And what is your daughter's name?
Autumn.
Autumn. Oh, what a beautiful name.
Thank you.
Autumn. Okay. So what type of expenses does she have that are increasing?
Yeah, so she's doing volleyball right now, and we're thinking that she's going to be doing that in high school as well.
Okay.
So it just, athletic wear and then traveling, going to places. I want to go and support her and as well as her, but I'm the one having to drive and take her if I don't want her to ride the bus because I don't feel her safe doing that.
Okay. Is this a school bus or?
Yeah, it's a school bus.
With her teammates?
With her teammates, yes.
And you don't feel that she should ride with her teammates?
If it's really far away, maybe like an hour or more, I'll drive her. But, if it's 30 minutes or less, I'll usually let her typically go.
Okay. That's understandable. Okay. Is there anything else you want me to know before I move over to her?
She's just a growing girl, and girls are expensive, as they say. So.
I mean, we are. We have a lot of stuff that we need. So, yeah. Ma'am, is there anything you want to add or subtract from what he said?
Raising children gets expensive as they grow. School trips, sports, clothes, and other costs quickly increase. Mr. Kennedy already pays for health insurance, but wants the financial load to be shared more equally. He believes both parents should contribute fairly. But is this a genuine concern, or just a clever attempt to gain extra money? That's what the judge must decide. In court, every detail matters. Now we wait to see if fairness wins, or if clever words hide the real intention.
I do feel that he's trying to take advantage of my new relationship.
Okay, tell me about this new relationship.
Well, I can't really help who I have fallen in love with. So my new husband is a fantastic provider. However, I do get an allowance, and it isn't as much as you would think coming from, well, my husband's a CEO of an energy company, so you would expect a huge allowance, but obviously he has to protect all of his hard-earned income.
What type of allowance do you receive?
About $500 a week.
$500 a week, okay. All right.
So, which really isn't that big a deal. I mean, obviously.
That big a deal in terms of the amount of money, or you paying child support for more in child support for the child living with him and having increased expenses?
Well, I don't think it's that big a deal to Mr. Kennedy because he has a pretty healthy income himself.
But you do understand his income does not have anything to do with an increase in what you should be paying in child support, right?
Yes, I understand that, but what I don't think has been considered yet is the fact that I set aside furthering my education, though I wanted to pursue that, so that he could go get his MIS degree and then a master's in something. Mm-hmm. So I'm not sure that it's fair. I would like to consider all the money that wasn't spent on me that should have been spent on me while we were married.
Okay, yeah, no, that's not how this works. And sir, she says she gets a $500 a week allowance from her husband, and who is a CEO of an energy company.
Miss Kennedy claims her ex is only asking for more money because she married someone rich. It's a common excuse. But child support isn't about new relationships or wealth gained later. It's about the child's needs, not stepdad's bank account. This court session is about providing what's right for the daughter. Will the judge fall for her argument or focus on what truly matters? Spoiler: judges usually see through emotional distractions and focus only on what's fair for the child involved.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
It's a lot.
It's a lot?
I think so.
When you say a lot, is it like in the 200,000s, 300,000s?
Well, the car that he drives was about 200,000. So I'm thinking you'd probably have to
you
make
only
more
get a
than that.
$500 a week. You know what? That's not my business. That's not the reason I'm here. I'm not going to even entertain that.
That's what I was thinking too.
I'll just move on. Sir, do you know how much money her husband makes a year?
I don't, but he's the Steve Jobs of the town of energy, so to say.
So let me ask you this. Are you expecting her child support to be based on his Steve Jobs?
No, his success has nothing to do with me or my daughter or our daughter. And like I said, I just want a little more help because she's getting older. And, if she's happily married with whoever and how big his wallet is, that is totally up to her.
Okay, well, I'm glad.
Now the drama gets deeper. Miss Kennedy says her $500 weekly allowance is small, but the court notices her husband drives a car worth $200,000. That changes everything. Suddenly, her claims don't seem so believable. The judge starts asking sharper questions, and her modest image falls apart. When someone lives in luxury but denies they can help more, it doesn't sit right with the court or with the people watching. Responsibility doesn't disappear just because someone else is wealthy.
Anyway, but what we can do, ma'am, is make you pay more in child support, because at this point you've been paying zero. Because from what I see, you're a stay-at-home mom, which is absolutely okay. But you do understand that your child has increased expenses, correct?
Yes, I do see that.
Okay,
but
so after yes, I do see that, that means that I don't need any further response. So you understand that, right?
Well, how much are we talking about?
We're going to base it off that $500 a week allowance that you make.
Okay.
So based on that, I have your gross at $2,000 a month. After you take out the calculations for the taxes, your net comes out to $1,662.53, okay? That would give you a child support obligation of $266. However, you also heard him say that he pays $130, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
In medical insurance for the child. You're going to have to reimburse that to him. So, in addition to the $266 a month for child support, you add the $130. Your child support obligation monthly comes out to $390.
The judge finally speaks up and gives a clear ruling. Miss Kennedy hoped her limited weekly funds would protect her from having to pay anything. But the court wasn't convinced. She's now required to pay about $400 per month in support. It's not a huge amount, but it's a major reality check. Trying to avoid supporting your own child isn't a smart move. The judge sent a message: no more dodging. This case proves that fairness matters more than excuses.
Sure, but make it brief.
Okay, well, I don't know if he's still subscribing to the same psychic, but she charges, I think it's $412 a month.
Okay. And what does this psychic have to do with these numbers?
Well, because I just feel like if he can afford the psychic, then maybe he can afford the insurance. And I guess I feel that that is money that could have gone towards my education while we were married.
Okay, well, I've already said no to that. That has nothing to do with me. I mean, you should address that in your divorce, obviously. And whatever he pays, If he in a psychic, if he chooses to do that, that has nothing to do with your responsibility, your financial responsibility to your daughter. So if there's nothing further from either of you, you all are dismissed.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Rise and walk out.
Yes, it really happened. Miss Kennedy tried to use her ex's psychic subscription as a reason to avoid paying more. The judge dismissed that nonsense instantly. This case wasn't about jealousy, weird arguments, or past choices. It was about responsibility. At the end, the truth won. The child gets support, and the excuses got shut down. What do you think? Was the judge fair? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoy courtroom drama, hit like and subscribe for more shocking cases.